Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and this is Expedition 3 Pages. Today I'm going to be playing the penultimate game of TBR Trail because in December I'm going to ensure that TBR Trail has a conclusion. I feel like it's the end of the year. I really want to know what kind of giveaway I'll be doing at the end of the game, and I want to know which team wins. And yeah, I just thought end of the year is a good time to kind of wrap it up. It's nearing the end of the game anyway, and I can kind of tweak my Christmas videos to make it work with TBR Trail for December. But I'll talk more about what I kind of plan to do with that at the start of December. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and then hopefully then, if it all goes to plan, I'll be able to do a giveaway in January and start the year off really positive and good. That's the plan. So because of that, this month is going to be the last month that I would do extra rolls for anybody. And the person that I'm going to be rolling for November is Mel from a book fiend named Mel. And if you haven't checked out Mel's channel before, I will link it down below with all Mel's socials and everything as well for you to do so. I really enjoy Mel's channel. I especially like the little challenge videos that she puts up. Some of them are so creative, and I think most recently the one that I watched was the bookish Never Have I Ever game, where she was kind of forcing herself to eat sour sweets if she has or hadn't done it. Now I can't remember which way around it is. But yeah, that was a really fun video, and there's been lots of other kind of fun videos to do with readathons as well. But yeah, she puts out so many videos. There's book hauls, booktuber shout outs, which I think is so nice and really like brings the community together. She also runs sprints fairly frequently predominantly with her friend Ellie, who's also a booktuber, and I'll also link Ellie down below as well. Herself and Ellie also have a book club, which I'm really hoping to join in with in November, because they're going to be starting the Arc of the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman, and I have it. Well, it's here, but I've got Scythe out to show you. I'll bring it. Scythe by Neil Shusterman. They're starting the read-along with this for their book club, and I really want to join in with it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on this TBR or not. I haven't pre-rolled my rolls this time because I'm going to try and do it as I go, so we'll see how it works out, but I really want to get Scythe on it. I know so many people love Scythe, so I want to also love Scythe. But yeah, the book club is called Last to Read Book Club, and they run it with another booktuber who I believe is called Lana. But I haven't actually checked out Lana's channel before, so I should do that after I film this video. But yeah, check out Mel. Oh, I haven't even mentioned Mel has her own TBR game as well, and it's called Roll of Reads, and it's really fun. So yeah, definitely head over to Mel's channel. She's awesome. I'm filming this actually pretty early in the month of October, so at the moment I'm doing pretty well actually with my reading, although with rollovers from last month I had 10 books on my TBR. Yeah, so, and I'm just about to finish the 4th and the 5th, and we're a little over halfway through the month, so I'm hopeful that I'll finish. I think if I start the last ones by the end of the month, then I'm going to take that as a win, because 10 is a hell of a lot of books, and I think I usually only read about 3 or 4. But I'll let you know how I did in my October wrap up, and let you know if I'm on a book buying ban or not. For November, I really hope not, so let's hope I can complete my TBR. But yeah, there are a few books that I also want to try and get on my TBR for this month. One is Pirate Hunters, which we're reading for the X Bookclub. The next one is Winter, which we're reading for the Lunar Chronicles. So those are 2. Actually, all 3 of these I have to read next month, whatever happens. And Beartown I'm reading for my book club that I do at home. So yeah, 3 fairly substantial books already on the TBR, plus I already want to get Scythe on my TBR, so I'm not really sure how this is going to go. Also, myself and Mel are going to be participating in Believathon. It's the last round of Believathon, run by Gavin Hetherington. Links to his channel down below if you haven't checked him out. Love Gavin's channel, love Believathon, and I'm really sad it's going to be the last month for that. It was Mel's idea to do this, because I always ask when I do rolls for someone if they want to change any of the categories on my board. So she's chosen to change non-fiction to middle grade to try and help with Believathon. So I've also decided to use middle grade instead of non-fiction this month as well, to try and help myself a little bit along, because I've already got so many books on the TBR, and yeah, I didn't want November to be as busy as October, but it's looking like it will be. I mean, look at the size of Winter. That's the pirate book next to Winter. They're quick reads, but it's hefty. I was going to show you, I've even got a coffee, sorry, today, so I could feel like a real booktuber. Love a coffee. So like I said, I haven't done any of the rolls yet. Like I usually pre-roll and plan everything and then tell you about it. This time I haven't done that, so I'm going to try and film as I go. And then at the end of this video, I will do my Believathon picks in the way that Gavin has set up. There's like a deck of cards and stuff. I'll explain it at the end. And I'll also be linking down to Mel's TBR video as well, so you can see her picks for this and see her picks for her own TBR game and Believathon as well. So I think both of us are going to have a lot on this month, next month. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get on with roles number 1 for each of us. Last time, Pune's last go was on red, which means I'm starting from the blue team. So let's find out what we get. Playing this in a really weird way. Okay, 3, oh that's not very much, is it? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, middle grade or free choice. Well, I should definitely be going for that. Or 1, 2, 3, middle grade. Well, it doesn't matter. So let's move this one. Oh no, because if that comes out, then it might land on that. They could also land on that. Ah, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Free choice and middle grade. And let's see what the prompt is. Doo-doo-doo. This is random genre. That can go there. Okay, so time for Mel's first go. So Mel's going to be with Team Black. Basically, Mel, we need a even number to get Team Black out. So, oh, there is 6. Amazing. And if I'd moved that, then it would have gone home, so that was a good choice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle grade. It's working out well for both of us. And let's get another prompt. And that is, read a book with an animal on the cover. That is so good for middle grade, I think. Actually, I put this on the wrong one. It's supposed to be over here. Oh. And this one can go here. Okay, so I just got free choice and middle grade, which is great. Mel also got middle grade, perfect. And my one was random genre pick. So I'm going to go and start my screen record so you can see what's happening. Okay, so I've just gone onto this book random genre generator. But the first one is children's. I didn't roll that, so I'm going to have to roll again. But maybe they'll come up with children's again. But whatever it is, it has to be middle grade anyway, so it has to be children's. I don't think children's is a genre, but anyway, let's just see what it comes up with. Roll again. Did that do anything? Well, I pressed roll again first and it came up with children's, right? Did I do that? Let me check, because I'll be able to see if I tapped it or not. This is a very weird genre generator. I don't think it really counts. Okay, take number 2. Let's hope this one makes more sense. Okay, so I'm recording. I got historical fiction because I accidentally pressed it, but I'm not going to count that because it was before I started recording. Okay, so let's see what it is. Fairy tale! Okay, that's so good for kids. Is that not so good for kids? Perfect. Right, let me have a think. Okay, I've made a decision and this works out quite well for me actually. So me and my mum started the Gilmore Girls challenge way back in the when. I'll put the video down below if you want to check it out. It's us basically going through the books in the first few episodes and then choosing 1 or 2 to read. One of them that we chose to read from that first lot was The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen. And I've just looked it up to see if it classes as a fairy tale, and it does. And the age range for it is like from kids upwards. So that totally works, and I need to read it anyway. So I will be informing my mum that we will be reading The Little Match Girl in November. But yeah, while I was looking at books, I noticed so many kids' books with animals on the front. So Mel, I hope that that works out really well for you. Okay, so on to roll number 2 for both of us. Okay, not gonna lie, moving the camera back and forth is a bit of a faff. Right, so my turn now, and it's Team Purple. Let me just grab the under my tripod, if you could see what I was doing right now. Okay, so roll number 2 for me. 8. And, oh, that means I can take another purple out. Perfect. Where's this one going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't want to take the black piece home. So let's take one of these guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's STEM. I'm not sure I can wangle STEM with children's. Maybe I can. And, oh, I do have one children's book actually I do really want to read that is STEM related. So let's see what the prompt is. And it is, read a 5-star prediction. Do you know what? I could claim that that book is a 5-star prediction. I could claim that. And I might claim that. Okay, so Mel, your turn. Second go. And it is 5 for Team Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Candle, slightly more difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fiction and free choice. I'm going to give you that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fiction and free choice. And you have read a book with an embossed cover. I feel like that is pretty nice as well, right? Let's leave that over there and move the camera back over. Okay, I found the book. I saved it on Scribd ages ago and it seems to be still available. So the book that I'm going to read for this is by Sylvia Acevedo and it's called Path to the Stars, My Journey from Girl Scout to Rocket Scientist. And this sounds right on my street, so I can claim that this will be a 5-star prediction because it probably will be 5 stars. But yeah, so this is a memoir for young readers, so children, you know, about a Latin rocket scientist whose early life was transformed by joining the Girl Scouts and who currently serves as CEO of the Girl Scouts of the USA. So it sounds a bit more like Girl Scouts now I'm reading it, but a rocket scientist. So yeah, that works for STEM and I'm excited to read this one. I've had it on my save list for Scribd for a while, so yeah, I'm really excited about this one. It should be good. So Mel, you got free choice, fiction and read a book with an embossed cover. So I think that hopefully should work out quite well with Believathon. Okay, so now let's go do rolls number 3. Okay, so time for rolls number 3. Roll number 3 for me first is with Team Blue. So let's see. Oh, 11. Right, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Absolutely not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, what? I overtake the purple home or I have to do a challenging prompt. That sucks. Challenging prompt it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh man. This is where it all goes wrong for Believathon. Although, let's see if I can try and get my STEM books on my TBR here. Okay, so we've got... Oh, they're round the wrong way. Not that it really matters, but, you know, consistency. Okay, so this one, right on top. What are you? Please be good. Please be good. Use a random number generator. Okay, I can make this work for me. I can make it work for me. Okay, so Mel, your third go with Team Black. So you've just got this one little piece. Please don't send anyone home. I'll be furious. 3. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what the hell? Rude. But Mel, you've got another middle grade. Perfect. And that's another book. So take from here. And this is Read and Own Voices book. Nice. So that can go there. Okay, so I feel like I'm getting more and more dishevelled as this video is going on. Excuse that. Off camera. Okay, so I have decided to be kind to myself. So I got STEM and I had to do a number generator. So I'm going to cheat a bit here and not do a number generator on all of my STEM books, which I think was my intention, but that is just not going to be realistic if I get a really long non-fiction book. So I have decided to choose 4. So Winter is sci-fi, kind of loose sci-fi. It's sci-fi, but yeah. That's going to be pick number 4. Pick number 2 is going to be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because it's nice and short. So you'll see a theme here with my 4 books that I've chosen. Scythe is another one I want to read so I can join Mel's book club. So that can go here. That's number 2. And then number 1 is a poetry collection that I got through Life's Library. Links to that below. It's like a book club, an online book club. And yeah, we got Space Struck for one of them, but I never read it. And that sounds spacey. I flicked through and I saw something about a planetarium. So I feel like it is science-y in a way. So that's going to be number 1. So can you see that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get my phone and do random number generator. Okay, let me screen record. And let's change it to 1 to 4 because, you know, that's the way it is. Oh yeah, now it's started recording. Okay, so I've changed it from 1 to 4. And let's generate 3. Oh. Why? Why? I mean, it's short and I do love Douglas Adams, but god damn it, I wanted Scythe on there. Winter already has to be red, so that doesn't really matter, but that sucks. Okay, so in November on my TBR is going The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I did try to read before and I got quite far into it, but I'll just start it again. I got right to 106 and I was enjoying it, but for some reason I stopped reading it. Yeah, so Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, if you don't know, follows Arthur Dent, and he is on Earth and he's about to have his house bulldozed, and then his best friend on Earth, like, tells him that the Earth is about to be obliterated and they have to leave immediately. And then it's like their crazy adventures in space and Arthur just being like, what on earth is going on? Yeah, it's really funny. I feel like even though I did read that first bit fairly recently, I do need a bit of a refresh before I can properly talk about it. So yeah, I am looking forward to reading this, even though it's not the books that I would have ideally chosen. Okay, so now time for our last and final rolls. Roll number 4. Okay, so time for my last roll, which I think is Team Purple, right? Yeah, Team Purple. I'm so confused now, I'm not my usual colours anymore. So let's roll for Team Purple. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fiction, regular prompt, that's quite nice. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is middle grade, but fiction is basically, can be middle grade if I choose anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's pick from here. Okay. And we have read a most anticipated book. Well, that works out well. That does work out well. Okay, Mel, time for your last go. So let's see for Team Red. Team Red are doing so badly. 5. I can only move this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was right. And a book. Another free choice. Mel, your TBR is a dream. Wait, I might have jinxed it. Let's see what this is first before I say that. Random letter generator. Okay, that's more tricky. That is more tricky to fit what you want on. Okay, so roll number 4 gave me a fiction book and it was read a most anticipated book, and for that I have chosen yeah, sorry, I've just changed my mind as I started recording. I was going to put Hollowpox on, The Hunt for Morrigan Crow, and then I thought, why am I adding more books to my TBR when I don't have to? Because this is a very anticipated book. I really, really, really want to read this book, but I can try and get it on my actual Believathon TBR. So instead, I'm going to put a book on that I need to read this month, which is Winter. This is highly anticipated. I'm about 100 pages to the end of the 3rd book in this series, and this is the final book in the series. So yeah, I am highly anticipating this. It's just about to reach high stakes in book number 3, which is called Cress. So yeah, this can go on my TBR for TBR Trail. Alright, let me gather the book. Oh no, wait, let me tell you what Mel got. So Mel, you got free choice, and that's a letter generator, and that particular prompt was that the letter has to correspond to the surname of the author. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what letter you get. Okay Mel, so I'm just going to recap over what you got. I usually have planned this and done it before, so they're in order. This time they're gobbledygook order. But you got random letter generator, which was free choice, middle grade own voices, middle grade animal on the cover, and fiction free choice and embossed cover. So those are really nice prompts, I think, and I think hopefully you can meld them in with Believathon, or the roll of reads pretty okay. So yeah, thank you so much for playing, Mel. It's been so nice, and I really look forward to seeing what you pick. And yeah, thank you for being my last person that I do extra rolls for. And also, I'll say in December as well, but also thank you to everyone who's played this year, because I've really enjoyed rolling for everybody and just kind of connecting more with people over the year. It's been so nice. I really appreciate it. So yeah, good times. Thank you. So actually, TBR Trail isn't looking too bad this month. We've got The Beast of Winter on it and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Then we've got the memoir that I've now forgotten the name of, but I'll put it up here. And also The Little Match Girl, which is probably super short. So 3 fairly short books and a massive winter book. Am I completing November TBR Trail or what? I'm so excited. Because even if I'm in a book buying ban for November, it means that December should be like free reign. Although I shouldn't be buying myself any books, but you know what I mean. There's a couple that I really want to get. So yeah, it's exciting times. I also have other books on my TBR as well that I need to get to. Like I said before, the Pirate Hunters book for the X Bookclub, which I'm really excited about. Beartown for my other book club that I'm doing at home. And can I get Scythe on? It's looking a bit too big with Scythe, isn't it? I have a think about Scythe, because also I've got the middle, I'll have the other middle grade books as well, so I don't want it to be too OTT. Maybe I can catch up with Scythe in December or something instead, and then read both Scythe and the Thunderhead. Yeah, anyway, we'll see, blah blah blah, that's December's TBR. Okay guys, so I was particularly silly at this point and completely forgot to put my mic back on. I don't really know why I turned it off in the first place, but here we are. So I think I'm just explaining to you here about Believathon and how I'm going to choose my picks. So basically, Believathon is a middle grade readathon run by Gavin Hetherington, and he has made a stack of cards where you have to draw a certain amount of cards in order to pick the books you want to read for Believathon. My printer has no ink at the moment, so I decided to just do a random number generator because there are 30 prompts. So in a second I'm just going to use the number generator, generate 4 different numbers, and then go and see what those 4 numbers correspond to in the prompts, which he's put into a nice little booklet. So all that is going to show on the screen in a second, and I'm really sorry that I didn't put my mic on, but yeah, I am an idiot. So here is random.org, and I'm just putting in 30 as the max, and the first number I got was 27, which you can see here. I'm not writing on the books, I'm writing on a post-it note, that because I've covered it up it looks like it. Then we got 25, and don't really know what I was saying at this point, because what can you say to any of this? 17. And then what is the last number? Come on, get on with it, stop chatting. Stop chatting. And the last one is 2. Perfect. Okay, so then I headed over to the compendium that he's put together and scrolled through to see what it was. So number 2 was read a book with a map. And then number 17 was read outside your favourite genre. I'm not sure what I was going on about here, so let's just skip forward to the next one. Then the third prompt was number 25, was it? Yes. And that's read a book with a 2-word title. And finally we had 27, and it was read a book with the same letter as your name. And I believe it says it could be your username, first name, last name, whatever kind of name you want. So there we have it. Okay, so I've made some decisions. So we had prompt number 2 was read a book with a map. And really and truly, is it really Believathon if you do not read a Frostheart book? So I actually read the first Frostheart book way back when, 2 years ago, in the first Believathon. And this is one of Gavin's favourite series, and I've only got book 2, I haven't got book 3 yet, so I'm going to put this one on because this has a very nice map at the front of it. I'll just show you. Yep, there's the map. Don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely a map. And this is about a young boy called Ash, and I can't remember what I can and can't say about the first book now because I've read it so long ago. So I'll just say that he has to go on an adventure, and they kind of go on this ship type thing, but it's not a ship because it's sailing on snow instead of water, and there's lots of things going on. This is a really bad explanation, but there's a lot to it, and once I've recapped over the first one and read this, I'll be able to tell you a bit more about it. But yeah, so excited to get to this one, and had to get Frostite in there somewhere, definitely. Then I got number 17, which was read outside your favourite genre. So for this I've decided to go for Other Words for Home by Jasmine Wargar. And this is a children's book that's written in verse, I think, which is totally outside my comfort zone. I've never read anything in verse before at all. But this book is about a young girl who must leave Syria and move to the US. So it's about that experience. I don't think it's a true story, I think it is a novel. This will be really interesting for me to read. And I think it's won awards and stuff, I think. Yeah, so I'm really super interested to see how this one works out, especially because it's written in verse. And yeah, I don't really read much poetry or anything, so we'll see how it goes. So then I got prompt 25, which was a book with a 2-word title, and for this I've decided to go for One Wish by Michelle Harrison. I see Michelle Harrison like kind of talked about a lot by both Gav and JD Ray Reads, Jade from JD Ray Reads, so she is another person who absolutely loves middle grade. And so I'm just intrigued. I could get it on Scribd. It's about a girl who can see fairies, I think. But in this world, fairies aren't like really nice and like leave you gifts under your pillow if you lose a tooth and stuff like that. They're kind of mean, I think. So that is quite intriguing to me. So yeah, I thought I'd check that one out as it's a 2-word title. And then number 27, I'm going to be using the book off of my TBR Trail, which is Sylvia Acevedo's Path to the Stars, My Journey from Girl Scout to Rocket Scientist, which is her memoir. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've got some really cool books on my TBR for November. It's going to be really fun. I really, really appreciate that I'm able to get Scribd, because there's so many books on there, and just when you're doing kind of TBRs like this and you don't own the books yourself, it's just nice to be able to have so much choice. I really, really rate Scribd a lot. Although I'm still not convinced it's called Scribd. I still feel like it should be called Scribed, right? I don't know if anyone agrees with me or who decided it was called Scribd. Maybe that's what they decided, but I think it's weird. Okay, anyway, I'm taking Scythe away. I'm not going to be able to get to that this month. But yes, my physical books on this TBR are these 5, which now looks quite intimidating after my, TBR Trail gave me very easy books to read. But these 2 are the only ones I definitely have, well, I have to read them all, so what am I talking about? But yeah, so that is the end of TBR Trail for November. I'm really looking forward to December. Let's put the scoreboard up here. No scrolls made it home this time, but I do have high hopes of finishing the game. The black scroll is, just looking over, the black scroll is off the starting mark and is on their way home, so I feel like the black team are probably going to win, but it could also be the blue team. It depends what happens. If the black gets sent back home, who knows. I really hope that it's easy to complete in December, because I'm making it my mission to finish the game in December. It will happen. I won't be reading a million books for it. I'm coming up with other like creative-y, booky type things to do instead. Or as well as reading. Obviously I'll read as well. But anyway, I hope that you guys are all doing really well, and let me know what you're reading in November. I'd love to hear about it. And I will speak to you soon in the next video. Take care everyone. Goodbye.